What would that be?
All up top of your, in red.
7 Revere shed from 8 by 16 to 10 by 20. Pile driver on the South River. 159 Howlett is orders?
Yeah.
Or is that just a discussion? And then orders at 180 Central Ave?
Yeah.
And next to the CSC at Jericho Road. Okay.
It's not next, it's just on there.
It's on other
It's
administrative
on-
items.
Oh, all right.
And also, 345 Hathaway Road. And that was a request for CSC?
Yeah, but it's not done.
It's-
Oh, yeah, that's done.
345?
345-349.
Oh, for CSC?
Yep.
Okay.
If we have a minute, I'd also like to discuss Concom maps and some progress on trails, if we have a minute.
Okay. I make a motion to accept the agenda with the add-on.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So do we want to do RDAs?
Yeah.
Get that out of the way? Is that all right?
Yep.
Yep. So the first one must be a continuation, how?
Yep. That had to be kept on there because we opened it, and what we're doing is waiting until a couple weeks from now, and the pool will be removed and the plants will be planted, but we've had to list it each meeting to keep it going.
So we want to continue it again?
So I make a motion to continue 92 Clap Road for 2 weeks, did you say?
Yeah, till 9/3.
Okay, for September 3rd.
Second. All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Okay. Sorry. Is it Deegan at 104 Edward Foster Road? Come on up. On August 20th, 2014, at the 6:15 meeting in Town Hall, the Scituate Conservation Commission will act on the request of Thomas and Mary Aaron Deegan for a determination of applicability of the Massachusetts Wetlands Protection Act and the Scituate Wetlands Bylaws to repair a revetment on property located at 104 Edward Foster Road. Butters and other interested parties are invited to attend. Good evening.
Good evening.
So if you want to just kind of tell us what we'd like to do, and then I think we have a filing
Yes.
to take a look
I
at.
mean, it's just a repair to our revetment, essentially, kind of, I don't want to call it emergency repair, but it's you know, the tows have given away the rocks, and we just want to, you know, have a guy that can get in there, and I just assume do it before the winter.
Okay. Have you taken a look at this, Pat?
Yeah, there were no new additional large stones. It was kind of replacing, or removing and moving around some of the ones that are there now. And then there's some small stones up top.
And
Right.
yeah, he's going to kind of fill it in, but rebuild it. It's collapsed a little bit, you know?
This is the drawing.
Yes.
So you guys have this drawing here with the...
Yes. thank you.
Russell County, so-
Yes.
Second.
Rounded stones.
Penny?
No, I went down there and I think it's a good idea. Yeah.
Okay. Richard?
These are all rounded stones that you'll be putting in?
These are the big giant
Big rounded-
boulders that have been banged around, so
Right.
they're-
I mean, it's the jetty type
Yeah.
thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
That goes all the way
yeah.
around Second and First Cliff, but we just happen to own a piece of it, so I'd like to fix it, that's all.
I'm good.
And this is the same size and dimensions as it was before, right?
Yeah, it didn't look like you would have to add any boulders to it from...
You know, I can't say that. He thought he was gonna bring in, you know, 2 or 3 or something. He needs a couple, but...
Roughly the same size as it was.
No, it's
Yeah, we're not
gonna,
changing
it.
it's gonna continue from the look behind our neighbor's house, you know, the way it's just gonna, you know, right now theirs is in great shape, and then ours kind of just falls apart a little bit. So it's gonna be the exact same thing as it always was.
Great, thanks.
Lisa?
So it's just a repair?
Right.
It's not
Repair.
changing in size or anything? You just fix what broke?
Right, is
That's good to me.
That's not, you're not going to change the size or?
No.
or Basically the shape. When you say "he," is that your contractor?
Yeah.
Who's doing the work?
Now I'm having a, he does work for the town. What did I tell you?
Russ?
Is it Tottenham?
No,
No?
Spencer?
we're having a,
That's it?
what's his name?
He's done the,
He did all
says he's
that.
done the first clip. In fact, he told us we could wait a couple of years and the town's supposed to get some money and start.
I was actually,
Lynch or somebody that...
yes, Steve
Oh,
Lynch,
that's
I
good.
apologize,
I guess
yeah.
that was my question, because I think what you want to make sure, your plan is pretty vague, and you want to have someone that has a good understanding of the work, and that's what they do.
Right.
So I think that would be a good, he understands the rules, he does this pretty frequently, not that we can dictate who you use, but by finding someone with good experience, it makes it a lot better. What would be helpful, I think, is because there isn't much on the plan and much description, perhaps he could meet with Pat or another member, right at the...
There really isn't anything to talk about.
Well,
It's, you know what I mean?
But there is, and because, the way that the methodology they go about it, the things that they take apart, if there's just a quick understanding, all too often, people get started, and then they're doing something that we didn't approve. And so any type of project that we typically do, usually it's a notice of intent, but we have what we call a pre-construction meeting where it's very informal. Pat could chat with them, might even wind up doing it on the phone, but so that they have an understanding of what's going to happen. And so that way it doesn't get awry.
I'm sure the Lynch would be fine with that. I mean,
Yeah, I'm not talking about some big powwow, it's just,
Yeah.
it's important, because to be quite honest with you, to do that sort of work and the filing that's here is pretty vague, and so I think it's important that somebody just have that understanding.
It's basically just putting it back the way it was.
Yeah.
That's what we're
Yeah.
hoping
No,
to
and that's understandable.
do. Rather not have to do it.
I'm sure you wouldn't, it's like a roof or a septic system, who
Yeah.
wants to spend the money on
I
that?
think when the town did the rest,
It would have been nice if they just
they
kept
didn't,
going.
yeah, but they started right beyond our property, but, so that was all firmed up. Some of
Right.
that's slipped again too, but,
Well, that's the wear and tear of the ocean, but, not to make it difficult, and I'm sure it won't be, but we have had situations where, you say this, you give the guy that, his interpretation of what you're doing is different, and all of a sudden we find out that there's something being done that wasn't supposed to be. And
Sure.
that's why if we just have that quick meeting.
Conversation.
All right?
Yeah, the other thing is there's a number, you'll be getting an IDA number. You could put that on a card or something, stick it in the window or in the guy's equipment, so people know you've gotten a permit and that they need to get a permit if they want to do something too. So it would just be an IDA number,
sure.
so.
Did we need to discuss, we are crossing someone else's property to get out there?
Are they,
They're in agreement.
yeah, can
We
you
already
shoot
have
us
it.
can you get us a letter or
Yeah,
something?
we already have it.
Okay, why don't you just give,
So-
We have it.
oh,
Okay, yeah, okay.
That's all we
Just
need.
that-
Then you got it
That's all you
covered.
need to know. Okay,
Good.
all right.
So, thank you.
Yeah, I'm going to make a motion for a negative.
Pat Fay,